great touch. Really nicely played.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second nine at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. Oh, just missed. This putt is about 8 feet. Well, at least it wasn't a double. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
This has eyes for the hole. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And that will take him to 1 under. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Well, this would be a good putt to make to move into the top 5.
I can't believe this. Is this going to go in?
And that's a master stroke. It not only improves their position in the field, they're now ahead of their rival. All right, Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Well, that's a bad break there, Rich. Just probably a little bit too much pace. The Englishman Justin Rose currently leading this tournament, playing nicely on top. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
And that will conclude his tournament to date. Well, Henny, I feel like we're sitting here with eggs on our faces. We didn't think anyone could knock out Lydia Ko. But what about that performance? No win in the event, but that doesn't really matter when you beat someone of Lydia's stature.
Luke, I hate being wrong, so this is a tough pill for me to swallow. But this player challenged Lydia Ko and beat her. This result is going to give them some inspiration towards their huge, big career aspirations. And best of luck to them. I'll never doubt them again.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Kuyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
Well, Henny, quite a challenge that this player has set for themselves. We've seen them beat many of their rivals this season, but there are not many people that can go up against the great Tiger Woods and succeed. History's told us that.
Oh, well, they certainly do not lack in confidence. This is going to be a very entertaining group to follow indeed.
I'm jumping around in my seat, and I can also see Rich Beam doing exactly the same. He managed this feat back in 2002 when he won the PGA at Hazeltine over the great Tiger Woods.
Oh, please, Luke, don't mention that. Once we get Rich on his high horse, there's no getting him down again. Although he has shown that it can be done. Tiger Woods can be beaten. However, it is such a tall order. I know that this player has beaten all of these incredible roster of players in all these rivalries so far, but come on, this is Tiger Woods. Can it really be done today?
Well, that's the question we're going to get answered, aren't we? Very few people have ever laid claim to beating Tiger head-to-head. Good luck in your rivalry. You're going to need it. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. He's sharing 13th place. Water is a feature here at the Copperhead course of Innisbrook Resort, Rich, and it comes into play at the second.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway. The tempo there was exquisite.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
And that will drop in for a birdie. And stepping up the standings after that effort. The Copperhead course at Innisbrook can really bite you, especially if you're slightly wayward, and there's one of those holes right here at the third, Rich.
Decisions to be made. The fairway narrows up should you take driver out. Also the water on the right. So players more than likely laying back with some kind of fairway wood.
Opting for the 9-iron. And here we are with the third shot. An opportunity to make a par here. That gets the job done. And now they're sitting in second place behind Xander Schauffele.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, that's a ripper. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Looking ahead, this player is currently tied for first in the field, alongside Xander Schauffele. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snap.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them. It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left, that's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. This putt is about 17 feet long.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
The 6th hole at Innisbrook's Copperhead course, Rich. It's a challenging one, isn't it?
If you find the fairway off the tee here, you are an amazing human being. The fairway tilts from right to left very significantly. Holding the fairway is almost impossible.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times. But then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
A few shots under par at the moment. Currently tied atop the leaderboard. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. They nicely hold. He's currently tied for first. if you haven't felt snake bitten already, the 8th at 230 yards, Rich, will certainly get you.
Everybody loves a 230-yard par 3, don't we, Luke? They're just wonderful, wonderful designs, and I'm laughing because this is nearly impossible. This green is just a sliver up there. A high shot moving a little bit from left to right is an absolute must on this par 3.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
All right, this to get ahead of Tiger Woods. What a sentence, what a one-up that would be, and what a rivalry this is.
Ooh, right by the hole. Okay, so that finishes that hole. Just one off the lead after that hole. Ball striking continues to be the order of the day as the players arrive on the 9th tee, a par 4.
Yes, just thread those bunkers off the tee shot somehow with the driver. Second shot is going to be straight back up the hill. And once again, with the pin position over on the right-hand side, players will be unable to see where their golf ball pitches. This is a quality par 4.
That's definitely left of the green.
Will he be able to get out of this one?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The back 9 at Innisbrook's Copperhead course begins with a par 4.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. You leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
I don't know if they meant to do that.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Currently a shot off the lead. How close was that to going down? And this putt for top spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Currently at -3 for the event. Very few parts of the golf course make you feel comfortable, but chance of birdie at 11.
Finally, we have a birdie hole. Just avoid that bunker down the left-hand side. Find the right-hand side of the fairway. You can go ahead and chase one up there. Even if you can't get it on the green in 2, that front bunker is not a bad leave. But beware, there are some trees over on the right-hand side that could block you out. This one's heading towards the cabbage.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's currently tied for the lead. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Well, a birdie's also in your heart, standing on the 12th tee. A short par 4, Rich. Decisions to be made?
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, we're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
This shot is about 140 yards out.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
And he's safely on the green with that shot.
Slim chance here for birdie, but you never know.
This has a real chance.
Big putt for par coming up. And with that hole behind them, this player currently holds down top spot on the leaderboard, and Xander Schauffele is second. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. And this putt will take them to 5 under. Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The second of the back 9 par 5s, Rich 14. There's plenty to it.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Found the green side rough.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Solid par putt, that. Leading by a couple after that hole. The long par 3 continues to be a feature here at the Copperhead course, and 15's no different.
It is. Thankfully, though, this is the flattest green, or one of the flattest greens on the golf course here. It's basically just a long iron down the hill to this flat green, but don't miss it left. That is no good.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Just didn't drop. An opportunity to make their par. He sits in first position.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
That's heading for the fairway. Second shot here on the 16th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Getting ready to play their third. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
That gets the job done. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Oh, that's frustrating. This putt is from 14 feet.
This is what they have left for par. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Nicely holed and for par. Currently 5 under for the day. The closing hole of Innisbrook's Copperhead course is also the final hole of the Snake Pit, and this one here has everything going against it.
Lay it back and you're going to have a long second shot back up the hill, but if you take driver and find the fairway, you'll be rewarded with a very short second shot.
Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
The hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, so close, Rich. And with that, Rich, this one's actually going to extra holes. Here we go, Rich. It's time for some playoff action.
Oh, everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
Well, it's going to take sudden death to decide this title. Let's go, Rich.
Luke, I'm ready. Let's go.
Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Well, a big moment here. Really got to be aggressive if they want to have a chance in this one.
With their opponent in there close, Luke, absolutely take dead aim.
This needs just a little work to the left-hand side.
Oh, and that's a missed green in a playoff. Hopefully they can regain their composure. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, well played.
Such soft hands.
Well, that's a shame, Rich. They toiled all tournament, only to come unstuck when it mattered most.
Nope, always a tough pill to swallow, losing in any way, but losing in a playoff, ooh, that stings.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Valero Texas Open. Today's coverage is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing these two go at it again. It was a great rivalry first time round, and now, more so than ever, they're going to want to beat each other.
Yes, but they certainly have to make the most of every moment they get, because there'll be very few today. Fire up. This is a big rivalry, this one. Oh, that was mashed. TPC San Antonio, Rich, is one of the stern tests on the PGA Tour, and you get an examination right out of the gates.
Second shot on this golf course, Luke, is one of the most difficult on this golf course. A deep bunker out to the right. The green runs away on the right-hand side. A tiny target for sure with the second shots.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Getting off to a great start at this event.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
And that finds him in a share of second. Let's head across to the second, which is a par 5, but a long one, stretching over 600 yards.
Straight away for the most part, but there's a lot of danger both right and left here. The fairway bunkers down the left-hand side shouldn't really cause an issue. However, the second shots, the layup zone, there is a deep bunker on the right-hand side that could be brought into play. The third shot is to a green perched well above the fairway, and it's actually a double green. This green is also part of the 7th green.
Lovely effort, that. Getting ready to play their third. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is their look at birdie.
And down it goes.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And as we move along to the next hole, they're currently tied for the lead with John Rahm. Rich, let's head to the par 3 third, the first of our shorter holes.
You really hope that the wind is not blowing into your face on this tee shot and making it that much more difficult and longer. This green's perched up high. There's runoffs all around the left-hand side and the back portion of it, and obviously you want no part of coming up short. Players that find this green will find it difficult to two-putt as there's lots of humps and bumps and swales in it.
A bit wild on approach there.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Oh, this looks pure. Oh dear. Time to get the chipper back out. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Great touch.
And with that, he's back to even overall. The fourth is one of the stronger par 4s at TPC San Antonio, stretching 485 yards.
This is a very narrow driving area, especially where that fairway bunker comes into play down the left-hand side. Second shot is to a green that runs from right to left. with a deep bunker down the left-hand side. Anything missed out to the right is no bargain either, as there is a runoff area out to the right-hand side. This is a difficult par 4.
Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt.
This one's tracking.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Well, TPC San Antonio gives you a few chances to get after the golf course, Rich, and right here at the 5th, there's a decision to be made off the tee.
This is an excellent opportunity to be brave, knock it on with the driver. If you lay back with an iron, a very straightforward pitch, but I just don't see the players wanting to lay up.
And this putt for a share of the lead. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Step aside, gents. This man's marching into the top 5. Currently 2 under for the event.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
This is full send.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be a tough one. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
5 feet coming up to the cup. Oh, nice looking putt. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, we'll move to 3 under par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The par 3 7th, Rich, has this big cavernous bunker that sits right in the front center of the green.
And it's a triple tier green as well, Luke. It shares it with the 3rd hole. Anything missed out to the right will be fine, although you'll be in a low area that will be difficult to get it super close. But yes, you must avoid the bunker on the left-hand side. It is cavernous, as you say.
And he needs this to save par.
Looking better.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Currently at 3 under for the event. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. That's some good golf right there. You know, the Valero Texas Open is such a hugely popular and famous event in this great state of Texas. I know as a proud Texan, Beamer, this was one you wanted to win at some stage in your life. You get the cowboy boots for winning here, but TPC San Antonio, it really sorts out the players, doesn't it?
It does that and possibly more, Luke. I have to say that coming to this tournament, since its inception here at TPC San Antonio, I was a little dumbfounded on exactly how to play it because there was danger everywhere. It's just one of these golf courses where it's relentless, where you just don't feel like you stand on any particular shot and feel like it's easy, like you can breathe easily and go ahead and let it go. Maybe on 1 or 2 holes, but that's about it. There is danger seemingly everywhere, especially off the tee around this golf course. Most notably, the 9th hole, where one player hit his first shot to the right, and then it stayed right, and then stayed right, and then all added up to a 16. So there you go. I think that's the highest score ever recorded at a PGA Tour event as well, a 16. Where? At TPC San Antonio.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, I like the look of that shot there, Beamer.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. As players make the turn, they find themselves on the tee at the 10th.
Generous driving area on this downhill par 4 that doglegs slightly from left to right. Second shot will be back up the hill to a green that's well protected by 3 bunkers. This is a good birdie opportunity if you find the fairway.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. Another birdie opportunity lies at the par 4 11th, but players must navigate the fairway bunkers.
Tee shots must be placed on the left-hand side to get the best view and angle for their second shots as this green sits below the player and moves from left to right. Tee shots down the right might be closer, but it's going to leave a second shot over a deep bunker and making it that much more difficult to get close.
Wonderfully played. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
Never mind. Go and tap it in. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Reach this par 4 12th, really challenging, especially around the green.
This tee shot is underrated in difficulty-wise. This is not an easy tee shot as this fairway pitches from left to right. You want to skirt the bunker down the left-hand side as best possible to find the fairway. Second shot from there goes straight uphill and surrounded by 2 of the deepest bunkers on the golf course. As they say, Luke, everything is bigger in Texas, and these bunkers are proof of that.
Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. Sitting at -4, currently second place. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt of about 7 feet to the hole.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
That's a good putt to make, that one. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. 13's a long par 3 measuring 245 yards, Rich, but it is playing downhill.
Downhill to a sliver of a green, however. Anything missed out to the right will leave a very challenging pitch shot to a green that'll sit well above them. Come up short in those bunkers, that's no bargain either. A 3 here, you've done good.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Nice line. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And now at 3 under overall. What do you think of the 14th, Rich? A par 5, 575 yards.
This is a really good par 5 here, Luke. Tee shot wants to favor the right-hand side of the fairway, if at all possible, shortening the hole some 20 yards. Second shot must avoid those fairway bunkers down the right and on the left-hand side. A narrow opening to this green should players go for it in 2.
Going with the hybrid.
They've chosen to club down on this one.
Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Terrific shot. Almost an eagle. He's currently sitting in second.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
As we start heading for home, Rich, we find ourselves on the tee at the 15th.
Could be the hardest hole on the golf course, Luke. Tee shot must avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. Second shot is to a green that's perched above the fairway and surrounded by 4 bunkers that are mean. This hole could make or break a player's day.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Trying to get it to move a little bit to the left here.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Ouch, that hurts. Ah, that's a punish. Nothing worse than putting it off for green. Putting for bogey here. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
Inching their way closer to the top of that leaderboard. Can't afford any mistakes from here on in.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. As we find ourselves at the 16th, the par 3. Great entertainment here, Rich, especially with the center bunker.
Love this hole. Probably my favorite one on the golf course, even with that bunker in the middle. The back portion of this green actually is an amphitheater, so anything missing a little bit long on both sides should wander back onto the green.
This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line. Yeah, that one will play. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Second shot here on the 17th hole. Oh, that is simply brilliant. What a shot. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. He's currently in a share of top spot. And this player now tees off on their final hole of the event, tied for the lead.
Smell that, Luke? That smells like a playoff.
Second shot here on the 18th hole. You like that, didn't you? And here we are with the third shot.
Pro tip, when it's breezy, swing easy. You're welcome.
Going with the pitching wedge here. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
A chance to chip in for all the chocolates. Huge chip here. This would force a playoff. Sitting at 6 under. They currently share the lead in this one. Well, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 68. Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the day's work. And what an absolute shame that is, Rich. The wind looked like it was in the bag, too.
Absolute meltdown of epic proportions. Hopefully they can learn from it, but it was painful to watch, and I'm sure it's going to be painful for that player for a while.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Legends Championship is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event. Time for the second shot into the first. Needs this one to kick right. Okay, that'll work. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Come on, don't be shy.
Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. Okay, let's take it down to John McCarthy, who seems to be hiding behind a tree here. John, you've been getting familiar with this golf course. What will the players be dealing with this week at Lone Grove Golf Course?
Well, Luke, as I walked the course, checking it out this morning, the one thing that is immediate is this course is full of elevation changes. Not only throughout the holes either. It's like even when you get to the greens, the elevation changes can get you. These greens are dynamic, and that is putting it very lightly. You really have to plan out your approach shots into these greens. Make sure you don't leave yourself in trouble. Some of these greens can straight up reject a poorly executed approach shot just from the contours of the green alone. Other times you may leave yourself on like the wrong shelf of a green, making the next putt nearly impossible. These greens can really play tricks on you here at Lone Grove Golf Course, and I'm looking forward to see how the players deal with it today.
Now that's a good putt to hold any day of the week.
I like it. 2 in a row.
And on the leaderboard now, they currently sit second behind our leader, Will Zalatoris. Going with the 8-iron here.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Okay, steady now. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one's 13 feet from the cup.
Surely it's going to.
Yeah, good job. Nice par.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
The par 5 awaits here. It so does an opportunity. Take full advantage. That's nicely done. Well, Rich, it's only mid-season, but you've got to like the way the player has been performing so far.
Yeah, look, this player has played so solid all year long. He's well within the top 125. I don't see any issues of this player not making it to the Tour Championship. I'd safe to say they're going to go ahead and move on.
Oh, it'd be nice to make this putt. This is for eagle. Oh, what a shame it didn't drop, but that looked good the whole way. Will Zalatoris currently on top of the leaderboard here. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
They've decided to club up.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Make this, it'll add up.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
It's tracking. That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Here at Lone Grove Golf Course, the 6th hole is a par 4 measuring a decent 465 yards, which all the way back there at the tips.
No bunkers on this tee shot. Plenty of room to hit it both right and left, but if you miss it wide one direction or another, you're going to find all kinds of troubles with those tall trees. Just that one bunker that fronts the left-hand side of the green here. Again, though, a lot of runoff areas around this green makes that second shot so much more difficult to get it close.
And this putt will take them to 5 under par. That was a gallant attempt. Par putt coming up here. After that hole, they sit in second place behind the leader, Will Zalatoris. Let's see what happens here on the 7th. This would be a great up and down. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Got to try and save the par here.
Looks good.
There it is. And that impressive young man, Will Zalatoris, currently leads this one. We've reached the 8th hole. From around 180 yards out. And just one shot off the lead. Not bad. And this putt to move into first place. Wonderful shot. Step aside, everyone else. Now number 1. And after that fine effort, this player currently holds top spot on the leaderboard. But Will Zalatoris is second. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Rich, there's plenty of paths to the PGA Tour, but few seem to bash their way to the PGA Tour quicker than Will Zalatoris. It was an immediate impact he had, and it's just such an exciting game he possesses.
Watching him go from the Korn Ferry Tour and essentially bypassing all of that fairly immediately with the 3 wins and getting onto the PGA Tour and having such a profound effect when he was out there really is quite astonishing. Without getting the win, but seemingly in contention each and every week out there, you feel the sky is the limit for what's going to happen with this young man. He is so disciplined in what he does in a round of golf. He's got a great mind in the way that he approaches the game and how he advances the golf ball to point A to point B. He sees this golf course 3 shots in advance. It's just kind of like it's right there in front of him. It reminds me of an old school pool player he's already made all the shots. Now he just got to go ahead and just sink the next one because he set himself up perfectly for the next one. It's impressive.
Yeah, Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Sitting at -6. Currently in top spot. Opting for the 9-iron. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup. Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
And tapping it in for par. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's heading further left than they wanted, I think. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Six feet remaining to the cup. Yeah, we'll take that. Currently 3 strokes up after that hole. The 12th hole here at Lone Grove Golf Club, 543 yards, par 5.
Again, no bunkers off the tee shot here, Luke, though, but anything missing out to the right or even far left, you're just going to have all kinds of problems. Second shot down the hill to a green that's surrounded by water in the front, bunkers both left and right. I love this golf course. I love the beauty of it, but I got to say, it is a really difficult course.
Going with the 6-iron here. This one might need to get down a little. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. An opportunity for a birdie here. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 7 under. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4. And he's down there.
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
That was special.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. That's inside the range. Back-to-back birdies never hurt Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. And after a birdie at the last, he'll take the honour on the hole.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Second shot here on the 14th. Getting ready to play their third.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive.
Long way away from the hole if they want to make the birdie, though.
No, that's too bad.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
And there it is. And with that hole done, this player currently is in first place, followed by Will Zalatoris. It's time to begin this par 4 hole. disappointing, that one. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Nice out the rough here.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
And he needs this to save par.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Choosing the 9-iron here.
Yeah, that was tricky with that wind. Great shot there.
And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. Now 5 shots up after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. I know who I like.
Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader.
Simply amazing power on that tee shot.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Playing their 4th shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Just 3 feet to the cup. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And Rich, after the first 17 have tested the play, they find themselves on yet one more examination with this last hole.
I love this hole because if you're leading and have a chance to win, this is the tee shot you want. There's all kinds of room out there to the right-hand side. Tee it high and let it fly. Give yourself the best opportunity to go into this elevated green with a short iron to make it as easy as possible on you. That's much easier said than done, Luke, as you and I both well know.
Ooh, that almost went down. Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here. Well, Rich, as the legendary Jim Nance once said, they're now rich and famous.
I gotta say, that is an incredible statement by the great man that bestowed upon a great player, and this player will be thrilled to become rich and famous.
Rich, this is something you can understand. This player now a major champion.
Luke, life-changing indeed, I have to say. I'm thrilled for this player as I know what is in store for them. It's a life-changing moment.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Norwood Invitational is about to get underway. Hello, I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, who's in the booth. And it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with this rivalry. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement these two will generate. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. From about 100 yards.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's tidy. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And it's Will Zalatoris in top spot. Next up is this par 4 hole. Just let that shot be water off a duck's back. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
Getting ready to play their third. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Straight out of the top drawer.
Judging it beautifully.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. So no movement there. He stays it even with the card. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Opting for the 3-wood. As soon as that left the club, you knew it was going left. All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Well, what happened there? Time now for the 4th shot. Playing their 5th shot. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Not too sure what they were seeing there, but they didn't get it correct, did they?
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Well, if he holds this, it'll be a solid 19-footer.
And unfortunately, the shot limit has been reached on this hole, and this player is going to move on to the next. Let's see what happens here on the 4th.
Luke, what can you say? Just had a bad hole on the last. They need to shake it off and concentrate at the task at hand.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. That'll be frustrating, inches from making that putt. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Teeing off here at the 5th. Opting for the 9-iron. Nicely done. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, just missed. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Looks good off the blade. Yeah, nice to make a mid-range par putt. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. Seems like they've got an abundance of swing thoughts going on there. Perhaps paralysis by analysis. Kenny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Not the best tee shot, but they got lucky with this lie.
And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Wind straight down.
Needs this one to kick right. It's a little wayward.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
And this one is for his par. And down she goes. Currently at 7 over par. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Getting ready to play their 3rd. That goes down for an eagle.
Oh, look at this flop shot. What a shot indeed. Took a chance and rewarded. Nicely done.
Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
Going with the 7.
This one's left of the green.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
Was on a good line. This one for bogey. That's well holed. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now.
Trying to forget the bogey at the last and focus in on this one. Not really what they were hoping for there.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, this breeze just starting to get up now on the course, and it's directly into the face. Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Oh, that's well played. And a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances. Right over the spot they were looking at.
Oh, nice putt to make for a birdie. Will Zalatoris currently on top of this one. Teeing off now on the 10th hole.
Par 5 at the 10th. This hole is wide open. Tear high and let her fly.
Tee shot is looking good here. And here we are with the third shot. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Ooh, a couple of birdies on the bounce. Look who's on a roll.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely. Yeah, this is lovely.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
You come out of the rough, your distance control gets off.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Well, that'll play. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, this one's right at the pin. A birdie putt awaits.
Looking to drop this putt to be even with Bubba.
And as we head to the next, it's Will Zalatoris in top spot. And taking aim from around 100 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left.
That was a beauty.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
8 feet to the cup.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
They're going to need binoculars from back here to even see the hole.
That's frustrating. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one needs to kick left. And good look at a birdie here.
They've got this to pull ahead of Bubba. This rivalry is heating up today.
Oh, that's a sensational putt to make. And what about the glimpse they just gave their rival? Come and catch me now. Trailing by 7 after that hole. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Tough tee shot here. Bunkers left, water right. Find the fairway or else. Pretty good shot there.
From around 170 yards here.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
I've seen worse looking swings at a playground. Splash.